Coach. Thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for it. Timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Look, squeeze. Switch up. Check safety. Go.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Hey, let go. Snap.
On third down, Herbert. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. 94. Hey, orbit. Single. Key in 21. Double time. Ready.
On first down, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Go.
From the gun, Herbert. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Looking to throw. Herbert, they'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Back to throw. Herbert, and that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 10 yards out, and the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Tonight, 180. Hey, alert, alert. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he hits Drake. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go.
Middle.
Hey, 96 is coming. We don't like 96. Oh, here we go. Oh.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Bulldozes past him. A good pickup of 6 there on first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 2nd down, Wynn. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
180. Check 53's Mike. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hey, check 24, check 24.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Hug. Blue draw corpus.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On second down, McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 53's the mark, 53, check 53. He can't hang.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the second quarter.
Mike, number 53, Mike 53. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check, cross, Drake.
On first down, Drake looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the Colts' 46-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check three. Monday.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check 53's Mike. Hey, come on.
A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Rosen will throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Watch out. Let's go.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. A beautiful fake. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. operating from the gun. Herbert. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Bandit. 80. Mike 96. Hey, we got to get this.
Hug.
Kill. Watch the safety.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Mine.
A give running right, Drake. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Hey, I'm coming. What do you got?
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
At the 20-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's coming this way. Monday. Here we go. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Running, it's Drake. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Mike. Let him know.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Go.
Watch the motion.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very solid gain of 27. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go, here we go. 10 logo. Hey, high 7.
Switch.
80 weapons. Big grip.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Catch made here by Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rosen. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Out. Now.
Keep going towards the moment.
Yep.
Motion. 52's
Now.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Ready, break.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Come on, D.
Hey, Sam off. Ready?
This is Hines. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Got it.
52. Mike 52. Are you getting ahead? Are you getting ahead?
Hey, Wahoo. Look at me, zipper.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. No, Mike 52. Mike 52. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. Mike 52. Mike 52. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Target, 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 target. 52's the mic right here. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert, throw left side, complete. That's Hines. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Ruled out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2 to the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Man, I got you.
Hey, exit.
My front four.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Push him back.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen looking downfield for Godwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
All day, every day, any day.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rosen. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be up around the 45-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard
Keep it
line.
up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 25. Check 25.
Quarter.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Rosen. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On first down, Drake. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Hit him.
Five.
96, Mike, 96.
They go play action. It's Rosen. It's complete to Drake. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
52, block 52. 52's the mic. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
And he's into the clear. 20. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Well, go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, That's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go!
52, Mike, 52.
Throwing again. Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood!
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want it.
Hey, Zoo!
You don't want it. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Now.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.